Welcome back to English Teacher YouTube channel. Okay children, let's start our lesson active voice into passive voice. I'll explain this to you taking tenses by tenses. Firstly, I take simple present tense. Okay, let's see how simple present tense active voice is changed into simple present tense passive voice. Okay, taking one example like this. Mala writes a poem. How can you say this is an active voice sentence? It is very clear to you the subject of this sentence, verb, and the object. As it is very clearly given subject, verb, object here, we can say this is an active voice sentence. When we turn this sentence into passive voice, you clearly notice that I take this object as the subject. A poem. A poem. Okay? I here introduce you a formula to apply for this passive sentence. You know, am is a plus past participle. Now you can understand why we learned the verb forms in the previous YouTubes. The participle form is very important to write passive sentences. A poem is a singular noun. As it is singular, this is we take here, and the past participle of this verb is written. This subject we take as the object of the passive sentence with the word by Mala. This is what you call, the doer or the agent of the passive voice sentence. Okay children, let's try some sentences turning into passive. Turn these sentences into passive voice, okay? I'll give you one example. They sell vegetables. You can easily find out now the subject, verb, and the object of this sentence. They, no need to write like this, but you must judge subject, verb, object. Verb, object. Okay? And then you look at the verb and understand what the tense is. Sell, they sell. Then can understand this is simple present tense. The formula you remember, you apply for the passive sentence, am, is, are plus past participle. Then take this object as a subject, vegetables. Then as this is in plural, are. Then the participle form of this verb sell, sold, by, This is the subject pronoun. When we take this as the object pronoun, them. Okay, let's see next. People grow tea in Sri Lanka. Here also you clearly understand what is the subject, what is the verb and what is the object. Here people, subject, the verb grow is the verb, then tea is the object. As we have done earlier, tea is a singular noun. Am is a plus past participle formula you want to apply here is grow, grew, participle form of grow is grown. Grow, grew, grown. In Sri Lanka by people. Next thing you want to remember, this preposition by, we add this doer with the passive sentence. But remember children, it is not compulsory to write this doer with the passive sentences. With or without the doer, we can form passive sentences. That also you must remember. Next example, you can say as it is, tea is grown in Sri Lanka. Then that sentence also you can say without the doer. Okay, you simply understand what it is. With or without the doer, you can write passive sentences. Okay, my mother cooks rice every morning. Okay, as it is, you know, my mother is the subject, cooks is the verb. Here the object is rice. Then rice, am is a plus past participle, we apply here as this is simple present tense sentence. With this verb you can understand what the tense is. Rice is, the participle form of this verb is cooked. You know the regular verbs you learned in the previous YouTube is cooked. Every morning by my mother. In this way also you can say rice is cooked by my mother every morning. I think children it is very clear to you how to turn present tense active voice sentence into present tense passive voice. I hope to see you in the next video with simple past tense.